One last pick. I'm thinking this is their fighter or their mark or their safe laner. So enjoyed usually yung solo, magsa-solo para sa kanila. Cho is still available. Do you like Cho or yung parang medyo katulad ni Cho na hero para sa BSB? Yako, what do you think is
Bukas
their
sila ng tank.
And Loli.
Lolita?
It's the Cap 1 classic.
Lolita.
Gronk tsaka Lolita lang yung pinakita ni Cap 1 last week.
Okay.
Pero ito magandang ano to magandang starting point to Gronk's win rate is 100%. So nasa side siya ni STI.
Yeah. But ito kasi yung iniisip ko, Granger and Chango for STI. Dalawa yung classic counters ng BSB which is Baksha tsaka yung Lolita. Statistics tell me that BSB is still inclined to win this. Tingin nyo ba, sino ang mas nakakalamang sa lineup na to? And if that's so, yun ba yung prediction nyo para sa game? Let's start with you, Midnight.
Well, in hindsight, sabi nga ni Doggy dito, kapag tinignan mo yung draft and face value, STI should win this affair.
Okay. So, STI para kay
STI.
Midnight. Ikaw, Yako, what do you think?
I like the stats pick, so I'll go with BSB.
BSB, okay. Medyo magkaiba ngayon. BSB pa rin. And ako, I did mention that BSB, I'm more inclined to vote for BSB at this point. So now, we're gonna pass it on to our casters, Yasu and Butters. The Konyo tandem, please take it.
And now, potential last game because BSB is up one game in this series. But I don't feel the lineup for STI, to be completely honest. But we'll be talking about that later on because we are going to be introducing ourselves. Unknown, and alongside with me is Remar. What do you think about that lineup? Do you think STI can actually force a game three, I mean?
I'm actually feeling it. When they were hovering over the gourd earlier, I was starting to get worried because they do have Zask in the side of BSB. So the fact they twisted that around and picked up the Chango and the Valier, I like it. But there's a big but there. BSB picked up the Lolita last, and that was a great response with the Chango pickup. So I'm 50-50 for this one. It's much harder to call it this time around in terms of the lineup, who's going to win it. But we do have to remember, this is a crucial game for both teams because they're going to be going up against really strong teams this weekend, man. And they both are coming from losses. This is where they really need to start picking up their momentum. They need that momentum wave to ride when they face the difficult teams. They're going to be going up against SGD and Sunsparks, respectively, like both teams. So, crucial win. Let's see who takes game number 2 between STI and BSB.
Crucial win indeed, and I starting to feel like BSB wants to end the game as fast as they can because they did pick up the Kimmy and the Zask. And Kimmy and Zask, they really can go for the early game aggression. Speaking of early game aggression here, Trevor down to quarter HP, manages to survive. That's going to be Lembot with the Rhapsody taking him down.
Great use of the power of nature there also by Dogman coming in, able to catch off Trevor just when he was about to get out of range, and STI with a great opening that they wanted. Now fighting over the Litho Wonder. BSB though able to secure it, but no! Grog gets caught off there. That's 1-1 now down for both teams. Dogman getting taken out.
So to speak. And Unseen has been showing how masterful he was as being the fourth and the fifth and the sixth man all at the same time.
So yeah, let's see if BSB can replicate it. Shadow Cutie, of course, the mage for the side of BSB. A great mage in his own right. Sad that we're not able to see his Esmeralda here because that's his flavor pick. That's his go-to pick. BSB did win that second game against SGD last week with the help of Shadow Cutie's Esmeralda. Meanwhile, though, slow game for both teams right now. I like that STI now went for the X-Borg in the side lane. That is the fighter that they're going to need to hold it down. But it looks like it's Jawhead going to be going up against the Valier. Valier might have a hard time here.
I'd say the latter. I think it's going to be Jawhead having a hard time against Valier. You as a ranged mage, you have an advantage over tanks with the fact that you are range.
Yeah. And of course, the long knockback. Oh, but Dogman gets caught off. The ejector brings him up. Power of Nature being loaded up. Will they be able to get a kill on Wilson? UG's there. Oh, but Wilson, great use of the flicker. But there goes the ult coming from UG. Not enough. Oh, it misses. But UG still able to get the kill on Wilson.
If only the eject connected, different story there. But this is BSB once again securing early game control, securing the top lane. Ooh. And you gotta take note, though, that Kripzu is also still rocking that flame shot on that Valier.
Yeah.
And since it's the hands of Kripzu, it's going to be a carry Valier.
Yeah, and looking at the lineups of both teams, they really provide a lot of space. And oh no, Trevor catches off Kribzu here, but Kribzu has help. Here comes Yuji
Yeah.
and Lembot. Kapwan is there too,
Oh, no,
but will they be able to
blast
close
just
down the distance? Valier getting taken down there, but at the same
Mid
time,
lane.
Grok gets taken down off camera here in the mid lane. So 1-for-1 trade there.
And they are going to be sieging this up. There goes the last Insanity.
Insanity.
Going to try to be used to deter BSB from pushing in, but, you know, he's just tickling them at this point. Not a lot of damage just yet. We will start feeling Xborg's presence as soon as we hit the mid-game point around around the 6 and 7 minute mark.
And pretty much right now, you're going to be seeing oh no, Yuji though. Kapwan is real close by, but he's able to get that movement buff, able to get away. Nixu, here comes the assist, just to provide a little bit of space for their Chang'e. Looking at the items right now, Raptor Machete already secured by the Granger. Both STI running 3 masks, BSB running 4.
Just funnel as much EXP as they can towards that Kimmy,
Wilson!
and funneling a lot of damage towards that Wilson on that Jawhead. But I was supposed to say earlier on, if you've noticed the minimap earlier on, it was BSB just making sure that STI is nowhere near the turtle. They're forcing everybody away from the turtle so that Kimmy can get the buff, the additional golden EXP for the rest of the team. That's how BSB has been playing the Kimmy.
Dogman, look at Dogman going in through the wall. Wild charge knocks up Kapwan. Kapwan getting really low, getting chased by Kribzu. Lembot can't get past the turret. You can't get past it. The turret just blocks it. But here comes the rest of BSB for the assist. Kribzu getting really low. The flame shot hits a maximum charge hits, but not enough damage. Here comes the rest of BSB chasing after Dogman. There goes the unstoppable force. Dogman able to provide the space just to make sure that the 2 carries get away.
I just gotta say though, Kapwan was microing like a god there. Kribzu's skill shots were not connecting, and he was so close too.
Quick sidestep shimmy.
Doing a little shake and bake.
Well, you're actually doing the crossover, but there goes a wild charge, and there goes the 6th man, the Nightmare. Look at that escape by Shader Cutie. Great use there. My goodness.
That's what I've been talking about. You get a free flicker there.
Oh, no.
But you can't escape that because that's Nada. It's going to hit you in the face, but there goes the Luminous Blast connecting onto Lembot. Lembot dangerous slow. It's going to be forced to flicker out, but there goes Wilson. Wilson's going to
take out Lembot,
and that's going to be the push in for BSB. They're going to try to take down this Stockman player. Not going to happen anytime soon, but Kribzu low on HP. Jiraxu does not have the maximum charge available. Trevor might actually go for it. He's going to dive in. No, he's not that ballsy enough.
Not that ballsy enough. That turret just deterring Trevor's charge to Dogman. Just a lot of the damage dealt out there when they were able to take out, I believe that was Shader Cutie or Kapwan, coming from the Death Sonata and the flame shots. And man,
Jiraxu has all the buffs.
all the buffs. And he's level 10, 2-0 and 1.
And all the EXP and gold is being funneled to Jiraxu at this point.
That 4-man mask.
Level 10 Jiraxu, level 8 Lembo. That's a city away. And he's going to be able to get the turtle. That is a nice attempt by Nixu there to try to steal the lure, but the turtle, I mean. But that's not going to happen because Trevor's doing a good job protecting Jiraxu. And this bottom lane turn is going to go down. And just as I say that, they managed to take down Nixu there. And this might be a clash in the bottom lane.
Good trade there. Tower for a hero. Hero for a tower. Trevor sees out Dogman. Grok. Meanwhile, STI taking down the turret, and Jiraxu once again there in the top lane. Just look how fast that turret is going down. But Dogman able to save it at the nick of time, but he is up against a carry. Will it be enough to try to stop? No, it won't be. That's another turret down for the side of STI. BSB securing it, and Dogman now has to back. Here comes the rest of STI. Nixu and Yuji coming in for the assist, but they won't be able to get close enough. Oh, another buff, another crab. Jiraxu, man.
Jiraxu has been pretty masterful with that Kimmy so far in this entire series. But as I say that, Fire Stakes are going to be pulling Cap 1 close. Not close enough to dish out a lot of damage, and they're going to be disengaging here. And this is what I like about BSB. They're choosing their fights wisely. They're not reacting to what FCI is throwing at them. They're letting they're allowing STI to just react to them. And look at this. Bottom lane can properly be sieged up because while that's happening, 4-man push here onto Trevor. And Trevor's no doubt going to go down here. And there's not going to be a rotation from BSB because they know that's going to be space created because the mid lane is going to be the primary target. And as well as Nixu, who is going to go down. Flame Shot's not going to connect, but Shider Cutie is going to be throwing out that Nightmare.
Control BSB has here on the map. I feel like a lot of it is coming from the fact that Jiraxnu is already level 12. So if STI, as you mentioned, reacts somewhere else, they can just push another lane easily. As long as they protect Jiraxnu. Great map control here by BSB. STI having a really difficult time. Yes, they're taking objectives. Even though they're down 2 turrets compared to BSB, they're having a really tough time here because it seems like just when they thought they'd get something, BSB takes something back. And that's what you want.
And they're going to be getting the turtle. Dogman tried to go for the seal, and this is going to be a big team fight. Flame Shot are going to be expended here. There goes the last Insanity. Is it going to be catching 3 people off guard? That's going to be the Numenor Blast connecting on the 2 people in the back line. So Wilson's going to be diving in. Not going to go for the eject, but instead, he did go for the eject there onto Lambot. Maximum charge is going to be connecting.
Goodness.
It's just Yuji on his own, and I honestly feel like there's no turning back here for STI.
Yeah.
At this point.
The fact that Lembot is only 4-2 into end level 10. Jiraxnu's level 13 still has 2 buffs on him there. Tough game. I thought they were able to get away, but that maximum charge landing. Jiraxnu, feel like got a just sidestepping the rocket. A rocket to the moon, but the moon able to move away. I know the moon doesn't move like.
Yeah,
but she's riding a moon. Just give it to me, man.
she's
Dogman
riding
in trouble.
a pseudo moon. It's not the real moon.
It is to her. Don't ruin the dreams of a child, no, man.
I ruined children's dreams.
Okay, then. Going back into the game. Their movement here is out of this world, but at the same time, we have to commend Jiraxnu. Back-to-back Kimmy games. Really well done. Really well done.
I just want to say, though, that this is still good control from BSB. I mean, they would have rotated to Trevor over the top side earlier on so that they can force out a team fight. But they know for a fact that map control is more important than kills. And they secured the mid lane. And because of that mid lane being secured, and Nixu was the sole person defending that, they got away with a free kill as well. And Kripsu is not gonna be killed!
Go back to base! Go back home!
I felt that, bro. I felt that in my bones, bro.
Kripsu phone home, man. Get back. That was a maximum charge on a flame shot. And he gets taken down like, what, 90% of his health? This is the world that we live in now, man. Ouch.
Welcome to the Mobile Legends Professional League Season 5, where flame shots hurt everybody.
Jiraxnu charging up that maximum charge. Catches up Lembo. Look at that damage. Oh, my goodness.
You know, SCI's lineup, if they switched up Yuji with, I don't know, Estes, they would have lasted longer in the team fights than now. I feel like an Estes pick would have worked. But this is not going to work. Nixu going for the last Insanity.
Just to get away, though.
Just to get away. And Trevor going to be the front line. It doesn't matter.
Art of nature.
Cap 1 does have the Numenor Blast available. He's going to be waiting for the proper opportunity here. And they are going to be disengaging. Waiting for the Lord to march in. Jawhead's going to be pushing the side lanes. And they should actually start pushing the top lane as well. But they are going to be walking with the Lord this time around.
Lord marching down the middle, Dogman charging it up. Here comes the last Insanity just to try to provide a bit of space, but it puts him in a dangerous spot. Because Cap1 going in with a Numenon Blast to the backline, providing the space that they need, and this Lord goes down really quickly. Great defense here by STI, making the most out of their range here, especially that Meteor Shower coming in from that Chango. Great use, great defense.
I felt like if that Numenor Blast was timed a little bit earlier when they were still up against the turret,
could have been a different story.
A completely different chapter in this story that is the downfall of SCI in this match, because they are really on the back foot. They are reactive to what BSB is doing. They're not looking for openings to get into this game.
Oh, let's see. How is STI gonna recover from this if they can? Look at Trevor,
he's
going all the way to the back. He doesn't care. Look at him just soaking it up. Meanwhile, they're by the turret. Wilson gets Yuji. Yuji gets really low. Unstoppable force. But Wilson goes down. He doesn't care. He gets a kill. That's 1-for-1 now. STI has to be careful, though. They can't Really? Oh my goodness!
Winter Truncheon.
Winter Truncheon saving Cryptzu's life.
Oh, they're
Last
gonna go for the offensive
insanity.
here. SCI's gonna go for the offensive.
Numenon Blast!
Numenon Blast connecting onto that one guy. That's gonna be Dogman
Dogman.
going down. That's the tank going down as well. And this is gonna be an open mid lane for them. They're just gonna be waiting for the minion wave to push in. And Kimmy doesn't even have to have any tanks. Well, now she does because everybody's falling back. But you know, that was a good call for Wilson to just single out UG and then push everybody back. Just focus all the attention on towards Wilson. It didn't matter that he died because they took a turret off of that.
Yeah, and this is what the story we were talking about BSB earlier. They are willing to trade if they know the trade really does well for them. And that's what we saw. Wilson traded himself, got a kill, and they also got a turret. That's not an even trade. That is a completely one-sided trade. It's like BSB got Kobe, STI got stuck with
Me.
yeah. Hey, come on, man. Don't put yourself down so much.
I'm not a basketball player, man. I'm a football player.
Really? I didn't know that. So do you main Bruno in this game?
Yes.
Ah, I see. Okay then. Back into the game. BSB. Oh, Jirax charging up the maximum
Not
charge.
gonna be connecting it to
Not
anybody.
connecting it, but that is a scary
Trevor
rocket.
gets the
Oh,
stun onto
Nixu.
Nixu, but he does have the Firaga armor. Cap 1 does have the Numenon Blast, but
Look
it's
at
not going to
Trevor.
be expanding it. Trevor doesn't care, but... Oh, wait, hold up, though.
risky.
Numenon Blast?
Oh.
Not connecting onto anybody.
Oh, a little bit of a sloppy play that we're seeing here from BSB. Yeah, they take a lot of damage, but STI takes another kill, getting closer and closer to evening out the resource here. BSB, do you think they're getting a little bit cocky? Because that was messy from Trevor.
Very... I wouldn't say it's Trevor.
Meteor
Well, yeah,
Trevor.
it is actually Trevor. But yeah, Wilson with the
great
flicker,
flicker.
just evading everybody, but he's not going to be escaping that. But now that's a free kill on the side of SCI because BSB is not going to be converting it into any other objectives, but they are applying pressure here near the bottom lane, the bottom jungle, just so that they can take the lore without any problems at all.
Yeah, well, if I was STI, I would try to get a pick off first before you go into a full fight here in the Lord Pit, but BSB actually giving up their positional advantage away from the Lord Pit. Maybe they're trying to bait STI into taking that position for themselves, and then they're going to come in. And it looks like that might be what's happening here, because Granger now in a much better spot in the back lane, but Dogman is not. He gets caught off with the rest of BSB. There goes a flame shot, and another flame shot.
And
Dogman gets really low. Trevor
going
once
for
again
net,
to the back.
maximum charge. Not going to be connecting though. Just right outside the range. Cap 1 and the rest of BSB, they are going to be applying a lot of pressure.
Ooh.
Dogman, despite you flickering out, you're not going to be expecting the projectile that's already on your way.
I feel like that's what we saw there. BSB giving up their positional advantage on the Lord Pit just a little bit. Gave it to STI, but then punished them because they were able to go for the swing around and getting more kills there. And now they can
Easy,
take this Lord uncontested.
But wait a minute. No, Lemba does not have...
Destinato.
That's not going to be hitting anyway.
Oh, yeah. Great body block there. Oh, nobody's in trouble here. He gets a flicker away and also uses the Rondo. Flame shot, dodging it, and he gets away safely. But BSB has the Lord once again next to.
that's
Last
Insanity.
Insanity being loaded up. Can he get someone? No, he just gets the Nightmare. UG using Meteor Shower, trying to get a little bit more damage done, but not enough. STI once again in the defense here, but I feel like BSB, though, they have to start getting careful because we have been seeing a few sloppy plays from them. Don't count out STI just yet because they have shown that they can make the most out of a mistake from BSB. I'm starting to feel like if they're going to make a mistake here, it might be Trevor. The way that he's moving, really charging into the back line is really aggressive here. And if he's not careful, he might get caught out. And it looks like that's what is happening here. But Crypto getting so much damage, forcing Crypto back. Here comes Wilson.
Last
Oh,
Insanity,
unstoppable
defensive
force.
Last Insanity.
Last Insanity use as well. There goes the damage, but here comes a Meteor Shower, giving them the room they need to
Trevor
go on
doesn't-
the retreat. But here comes Trevor. Still just with Big Daddy Lord. Dogman taking so much damage from Jirax News. Kimmy getting a lot of damage there, and he needs to heal up. That's another turret down over there in the mid lane. Only the bottom lane turret is up. Looks like BSB are trying to look to end this right now. Lambot taking a lot of damage from the maximum charge. Last Insanity use on Cop 1 just to provide space, but this is not going to be enough. This is futile. That turret's going down.
Completely futile. And there
Wild
goes the
charge!
power-
The wild charge!
And I'm lost for words there. Wilson's going to be diving into the backlines. And SCI, they're going to try to defend this, but they don't have enough minions here available. But now they do. And this is going to be a
defend
BSB
it.
game. It doesn't matter anymore. 2-0 in favor of BSB.
Much better showing there from STI. I have to commend them. They were able to hold on. BSB made mistakes. STI made the most out of them, but that was more of just delaying the inevitable. But I like the moxie that STI showed here. Able to recover, make the most out of a bad situation. But in the end, 2-0 goes to PSB. Even that last set, that was a great wild charge in from the Grog. But at that point, there was just so much damage coming in from the side of BSB that even though with a fantastic, fantastic set there from Grog's wild charge, not going to be enough. And I feel so much here for STI. They lost their season opener against Blacklist International. And guess who they're facing tomorrow? SGD.
Not going to be an easy feat there. But I still have to commend Wilson there. He did have a lot of plays where it was really questionable. Or I wouldn't say questionable, but risky plays.
Risky.
Because he was just funneling a lot of attention away from the rest of his team. Just like that one time where the final point where Grok just flickered in, went for the wild charge. If Wilson wasn't in the back lines, just pushing UG and the rest away from Grok, that could have been a turnaround moment for STI so that they can start marching in towards the mid lane. But then again, there were a lot of plays where Wilson and Trevor was just giving away himself freely towards the team. But that is going to be a 2-0 storyline. We're going to be going on towards our analysts to see what they think about that fight. Take it away.
Tayong dalawa, Yako, na-explore natin yung pagkapanalo ng BSB just because of the natural counters again. Sinabi ko nga, medyo pabor talaga yung draft sa kanila just by the numbers. But I want to ask Midnight, where did it go wrong para sa STI? Kasi ikaw, nakita mo yung win condition ng STI. Pero saan sila nagkamali?
The early game, yung mga naging rotation sila, it's not advantageous for them. And at the same time, sinabi ni Yasuto kanina they could have played so much more aggressive against the lineup of Kasi napipigilan na nila Napipigilan na nila yung key mid lineup. Unfortunately, hindi lang talaga nila natuloy-tuloy.
We could see yung post-game stats natin. It was quite a very high kill game. Pero ang hindi dito na kontra ng STI is Jerax, no? 5-0-8. Kanina, Yako, parang ML na ML to si Jerax, no? Napansin natin, ha? But ano sa tingin mo yung reason kung bakit nanalo yung BSB sa game na yun?
Unang-una, walang pang-abot sa Kimi yung STI.
Okay.
Puro sila long range na. Kaso merong pang-salo naman sa long range na ibibitaw. Yung SS ng Changi, tsaka nung apoy ng Valir. Kaya saluhin ng Baksha, pati ng Lolita.
Okay.
So, tama, walang no-dots yung Kimi talaga.
Definitely, kasi nakita natin na yung lineup ng STI, meron silang damage kung mabababat, kung mahanap nila yung mga hero. But bukod sa fact na maganda yung pwestuhan dito ni Jerax, I think nag-play into factor din yung dalawang tanks ng BSB.
Yung SAS na pag pinilit mo talaga yung Kimi, sasaluhin mo yung skill ng SAS.
Yung skill ng Zask na alam natin na sobrang kate. You know, gusto ko rin pag-usapan dito, feeling ko kasi ibibigay ko kung may MVP man or may key factor man para sa BSB, nandun sa dalawang tanks. Kasi feeling ko ang dami nilang nasagot.
Oh, yeah.
Like the Granger and the Chango, sobrang nasagot sila nitong Baksha at nitong Lolita. Na dumating sa point na hirap yung BSB sa simula. Actually, medyo lumalamang yung STI sa una. Pero dahil sa fact na pag nakakuha ng first item yung mga tanks, okay na sila, protektado na yung mga kanilang mga players. You know what? Wanna ask lang before we kind of wrap this thing up. For STI, another loss on their side. This is really, really bad. What do you think should they be changing? Ano yung tingin mo kailangan baguhin dito sa STI overall?
Siguro practice lang ulit. Tapos yung kailangan siguro na lang baguhin yung pinipilit nilang habulin yung mga heroes.
Okay. So medyo nasa in-game decisions sa kanila kailangan nilang baguhin. Okay, that's fair. Now, Jerax, ang ating MVP, match MVP